Hi, my name is Shaniki, and basically, I'm talking about um, doing a nursing career in Africa. It's not that I don't want to work in America in the workforce environment in America. You got to deal with all types of situations wherever you go in America. And so I just took it upon myself to try to work overseas in a different foreign country because I feel like that the help is needed more in the foreign countries than in America. There we do have a lot of nurses here in the United States. It ain't just RNs, LPNs, I mean, CNAs. Everyone plays a role when it comes to the medical field. But sometimes when it comes to helping people, sometimes you have to go abroad to places where it's needed the most. I don't have nothing against working in the medical field in the United States, but I feel like with me, and if you had to compare me to a lot of other individuals, I would feel more comfortable in other environments, especially overseas when it comes to nursing. Now, I know that there's a lot of hospitals here in the United States that need medical people to work, especially nursing, and especially in Alaska. Now, I would like to tell you the journeys that I have went through within Alaska, but we'll save that for another story because what I'm trying to do in Africa, they need nurses there. Regardless if they have nurses there already, they need nurses all over Africa in the medical field. Now, everybody has their purpose on earth. I'm not sure what everybody's purpose is on earth. Whether you have more than one purpose on earth, please do feel free to share your stories with a lot of people that are trying to proceed a career in the nursing field. I know in America there's a lot of issues going on, and not too long ago I looked up on my YouTube and it's showing some more states where a lot of nurses are about to protest, and some of them are in New York and some of them are in Pennsylvania. So if those are some of the states that you might want to look into if you are a person who wants to work within the United States. Right now, I'm trying to test out all my classes and then proceed on into the RN and the LPN um, into that career because I feel like I can do the job. And I have other careers that I have done, but a lot of stuff you don't discuss online, but I don't mind sharing it. But when it comes to nursing, a lot of people that work in the nursing in America, I'm not sure what your situation is and why you would want to give your nursing job up. Like some people come into nursing for how whatever reasons that you come in, but I know my reasons is to help people and to make sure they get the medical care that they need. It doesn't matter what their type of medical condition that they're in. If you're set here to be in a medical field to help people, there's then I suggest or advise to try to do the best that you can and don't play around with that career because there's a lot of people who do want to be there. It took a long time for me to get this chance to be in the medical field. So if you want if you want to contribute into helping with their career, I have a GoMe fund in the column below, and you're more than welcome to donate. And the funds will go to not just helping to make sure that I proceed on to the career in Africa, but it also will help with all the certain things that I'm going to do in Africa when I'm there. Now, a long time ago, I told you that I was doing, I was trying to do a shoe company with my shoes that I do with Ali's shoes. Now, there's a lot of people out there who probably didn't know what Shaniki's plan is, but sometimes you can't tell everybody your plan because everybody is not trying to help you. Even if you do pray about it and you stay in a church, there's sometimes people in the church, they can get jealous of you too. And sometimes your family and friends, they don't want to support you in what you are trying to do because they at the time they probably was only thinking about what you can do for them. But now it's getting into the point where it's time to help other individuals who want the career. Like all these years, especially when COVID-19 came, all I saw is nurses dropping out the medical field, especially in the United States, and abandoning a whole bunch of um, individuals that are in that need of care. And most of the time, when people walk out of a hospital that work there, what if that was you? What if you was hooked up to an IV or anything like that and you walked off your job because your job wasn't paying you enough or your job wasn't giving you the right equipment? And you need to ask yourself why you signed up for being in the medical field or being in a nurse. Being a nurse. Some things you have to look at as you signed up for it and you knew how America is. You know how America is. They only try to supply the resources that they can supply at the time. And when they run out, okay, you kind of sometimes think of it as if they run out of gloves or they run out of any type of medical equipment that you need or anything that you need to wear as far as uniform. Sometimes you have to use your funds to pay for the stuff that you need for your emergency purpose whenever any of your hospitals or clinics run out of medical equipment, gloves, or anything for yourself. And I know some of you are saying that's not your job, but sometimes you have to think of it as like you work there. It is your job to protect yourself whenever you work in any type of medical facility. So you can't always look for your job sometimes to supply everything for you. And even if your job supplies everything for you, you should still have a backup plan. And so what I'm seeing in the United States, I'm not sure if like I pray about it, but here's my chance to make it make it public and make it known that I'm ready for the career. I'm not sure if other people may not feel like that I wasn't ready, but anytime if I wasn't ready for something, then I would let you know and I wouldn't even proceed on with even trying to come on here and talk about nursing. So right now, it won't take me long to complete and finish everything because, like I said, I'm pretty fast and I go into these school environments that sometimes ain't ready for me. Sometimes when I go in there, they not ready for me. And then but I was ready. I was always ready for school. It's not no one time that I was never ready for school. And so basically right now, I'm graduated and a lot of stuff that I don't talk about because, some things that you don't do on social media. But right now, I'm planning out my time, the rest of my time in Africa to, work at a medical field in Cape Town. And the place that I'm gonna name is on a base. So basically, it's up to me if I want to work off base, but as long as I know the language and everything very well, and I to take it upon myself to make sure that I stay there at least a year or two before I be able to work on the facility or any hospital there, according to what they told me when I had talked to them a long time ago. But now I'm making it known that that is where I might go. Well, I'm not going to say might, but I'm pushing it to go to Africa and work there because I feel like I can do it. I mean, no, regardless of what everyone says, I am resourceful. I am resourceful, and I'm sure a lot of people are resourceful here in the United States. And yes, they do need people in the United States. Okay. They do need people in the United States for nursing and all in the medical field. And it's up to individuals here if they want to do stuff in the medical field, but don't go in it and then be like acting like everybody else. You know your purpose of why you was there. So I know my purpose of why I'm going into the medical field. I know all the things that could happen to you while you're in the medical field, especially when it comes to dealing with racism. Now, everybody that has jobs in nursing, especially African American females and males, I know sometimes you feel like that when you work in the medical field in the United States, they always look at you that if you just mess up, they're gonna be ready to blame you. There's always gonna be someone there that don't want you there because of the color of your skin. But you gotta look I mean, beyond that, and still do the duties that you are called to do, regardless of what anyone says about the color of your skin. Yes, I am a pretty strong female, and I'm not scared to say what I have to say because if God gave me a plan, and if it's going to take all day, all year, all month, until the day I pass, I'm still going to still go ahead and proceed on to what I am set to do here on earth, regardless of what anyone says, because that is a plan that I discussed between um, the creator, regardless of what any of you say about me or anybody says about me. I'm going to do what I have to do to try to do my finish out the plan that I'm supposed to do for trying to be doing the nursing career in Africa. Now, as far as the United States, I don't mind working in the United States, but what I'm seeing in the United States is people playing a lot of games. They're playing a lot of games with a lot of people, and especially good people. You're playing a lot of emotions with people. And sometimes when you work for hospitals, sometimes they really don't have all the money that they say they have to give their employees. So if you don't have the money, be negotiable and say that to your um your employees that work for you. If you can't give them a raise, say that so they can be able to move on, especially with the cost of living that is going on in the United States and the food prices that are going up. But everybody's not there for the money. There's actually people there who's there to help. Okay, there's actually people there in the nursing field that are there to help. They sacrifice their time. They also sacrificing their life in order to help other people, especially people that they don't know. So I'm taking my time right now to learn the stuff that I need to do right now. And then I'm going to proceed on and trying to go to Africa and do the career over there. It doesn't have anything to do with racism, but just remember that Shaniki's not scared to work through anything. You're more than welcome to participate in funding if you can, if you're able, and help with this career that I'm doing. It's going to take a lot because, like, this will be my actual first time going to Africa, any part of Africa. I mean, I lived overseas in Czechoslovakia and I lived in Germany, a lot of places in Germany, and visited a lot of places in Germany. But as far as going to Africa, this will be my first time. Well, like I said, discussed Africa with a lot of people, but like I said, if you're gonna go to Africa, you got to meet them halfway. Okay, if you're gonna go there, at least try to, have some type of job or skill or trade in order to not just help yourself, but other people that live in that community where you decide to work at or resign at in Africa. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do something because you can do something instead of sitting around listening to what everybody says. Sometimes you have to do your own research and you got to act upon the things that you are able to do or are able to afford to do. So if you want to help and join me for the journey to Africa, and feel free to donate to my GoMe fund listed below in my YouTube. And if you have any questions, or if I go to Africa and you want to stop by and visit, feel free to let me know and I'll help you the best way I can while I'm there uh, doing the job that I feel like called to do. I mean, I'm not going to Africa just to be playing around. I don't know what everybody else's purpose is, but how I feel about certain places, especially these foreign countries, I don't have to go to Africa to do nursing or work there. I could go anywhere else, especially in the European countries. And but I would go to Russia, but right now United States and Russia are having a little, situation. But my plans before was to go to Russia, but like I said, there's a lot of conflicts going on, and then my plan is to, work other places. I wasn't precise on what I mean by nursing, but I can also be a travel nurse. So that's why I said that I don't have to just work in Africa. I can work here and here and here and here and there, including the United States. But right now, my first time, I would like it to be overseas in a foreign country, even if it is in Africa or if it's in a European country or if it's in Afghanistan or any country that allows me to work, as long as I have the credentials and the things that they need me to be able to do the career while I'm overseas. So I have nothing against the United States or anything. I did feel like this is my first time. I'm not trying to I'm not gonna say it like that, but it's like I just want to do my career in nursing overseas and I feel more comfortable there. I feel I feel a lot more comfortable over there and I feel like I can get a lot of stuff done there. So until next time, and feel free to drop a message and tell me what you think. You think I'm ready to go to Africa and do with nursing, or you think I should just stay in the United States and just deal with the nursing here. But regardless of what anybody say, the goal is to get to Africa and do the nursing career. Until next time, this is Shaniki, and have a good night.